Hello everyone and welcome back to Pokémon Vortex. It's been a little while, especially since my last regular gameplay video. I've done two tutorials, but since my last gameplay video, it's been a while. This is not a continuation of my regular series because I'm doing a new one alongside it. This is Road to the Seasonal Top, where through the entirety of March I'm going to play and record to hopefully get into the seasonal top. Now, unfortunately, due to the fact that my screen is quite wide, you can't quite see this. But here is the seasonal top. And there's points here. They're just cut off, unfortunately. But it's only March 2nd. We still have the most of March to go. My idea is to get into the top 100. Now, to get to 2,303, that's easy. But obviously, those people are going to get more points as well. And I've only done, I think, one battle against one trainer since this all started. So, how do you get points? I've not made that tutorial, but there's a few different ways. There's battling, there's catching new Pokemon, there's various things that you can do. And even though I might not be using the most optimal method purely for points, I'm going to combine my gathering of points for the seasonal top with something else that is, I suppose, still my main goal of Vortex, and that is to complete the entire Pokedex. And as you can see here, I have 3,086 out of 6,222 Pokemon. And that is a lot compared to a lot of people. Now, if we go to members again and we go to global top trainers, you will not see me anywhere on this list. I'm scrolling through it quickly. You don't have to search for me because I know I'm not there. However, if you then click on unique Pokemon, you will actually see me at the 81st spot, which is awesome. And I'm just going to try and make that even better through what I'm doing right now. How am I doing this? Well, I go through all of the Pokemon that I have. So just the few all your Pokemon, go through them alphabetically, and train up everything that I can into an evolution that I don't have yet. For example, like I have my Shadow Mr. Mime, Machinotech, my Metallic Mudsum, and my Mudseal. Those have all been trained already. Now I have the Shadow Mudkip, which means I reach the M, the Mud, for Mudkip in View All Your Pokemon. Now if we check the Swamperts, I have regular Swampert, Swampert Mega, Dark Swampert Mega. So in that sense, I would still want a Dark Swampert, and then Mystic, Metallic, Shadow, and Shiny, both regular and Mega. Marshtomp, I could still use everything except for normal for. And then Mudkip, I have a regular, but I already had all the regular Marshtomp and Swampert as well, so I don't need to evolve that. And then I just have the one Shadow Mudkip that I have on me right now. I currently do not have any other Mudkips. So, because I didn't have a Shadow Swampert or a Shadow Mega Swampert, I will be training this Mudkip. That's already level 19, so I can already evolve it to Marshtomp. And what helps with that is it is now a ground type, so I can train it against a type immunity team, a proper training account. So that makes the training just that bit faster. So we get a training Groudon with Marshtomp, Mudshot, or the Mud Bomb I do a bit more, yeah. Slightly higher chance of missing, but that's okay. I'm level 19. Won't take long to KO these things. There we go. It's 3 Aggron, 4 Aggron. And my idea with this series is to take you through the things I do to get to the seasonal top. So I'll show you a bit of the trading that I do, but also some other things. Because, as I said earlier, catching new Pokemon that you didn't catch yet during that month also gives you quite a lot of points. So, why won't I be doing that? Well, I will be doing that. However, right now, when I started this episode, I already had a Shadow Mudkip. And I don't have a counter in my head that checks, 802 Pokemon, do I have this specific Pokemon and in this specific version? So I just go by the little Pokeball that shows up when I'm on the map. And it's possible that, for example, earlier with Shadow Mudkip, that Shadow Mudkip would show up as already obtained, because I already had it at the start of this episode. However, I didn't have a Shadow Marshtomp yet, so I would want to catch it. Generally, I don't go for that anymore, because then I might have just too many Pokemon, and I didn't want to go for that. However, once I've evolved through all of my Pokemon as far as I can, then that means that a lot of smaller things, I might just not have a normal Elekid anymore. I might not have a Dark Weedle and a Shadow Weedle anymore, which means if I find a Shadow Weedle or a Dark Weedle, I don't have it anymore. And then I will be catching those Pokemon, which will then give me a good amount of points and fill my Pokedex up further. Let's see, do I have a Swampert? I do not. However, considering it's a starter, I can buy it. We will go to... It doesn't actually matter what we go to because we're not in the Pokemon yet. Here we go to Mega Evo. Get ourselves a single Swampert. So you can remember, wow, 31 million? I want to check something. Members, richest users, where am I on that? I don't think I'm on the list, but I'm somewhere close. Yeah, 44. I'm at 31, so that's pretty good. Gathering a lot of money through this training as well, that's helpful. So go to my team again. Mega Evolve Swampert. Mega Swampert has such good moves. As you can see here. Surf, Earthquake, Ice Beam, Hammer, Arm, very good moves. 2 from them are Stab as well. So as you can see now, Swampert, that's the best I can get. And the Mudkip, I just have the regular Mudkip left. So, how do I decide on what Pokemon to go for next? Well, as I said, I just go to all of my Pokemon. However, I go by normal, because once I find a normal, I check all of its uniques as well. And then just go to whatever page Mudkip was on. And I believe I'm already past half, so past 38. I don't remember exactly where it is, so let's check. Mawile, Metapod, Mew, Minun. Mudkip is here. Mudsil we already had. Muck, Munchlax. Munchlax has an evolution, therefore I would normally train it. Munchlax is the lowest form of evolution. However, it's via happiness, and I've decided to skip the happiness evolutions because they take a very long time. It's a tedious process. It's very well doable. I decided for now to skip the happiness evolution and do them at a later time. And while also, while I'm training everything, I tried to get them by trading, because that's decently doable too. I decided to not do the happiness ones for now, just do the ones via level, via stone, and things like that. So I'm going to skip Munchlax, check Munna. Munna is actually via Moonstone. However, Munna is a Pokemon that I would like to look at. So I actually check its final evolution, Musharna, and I don't actually have any Musharna. So Munna, Shiny, Mystic, and Regular, like normal, I can all evolve, so that would require 3 Moonstones. I actually have some of these items, so hey, Munna evolved with a Moonstone. That is a Musharna. Nice, and there's 2 more to go. Now, because I'm not actually training them, I don't think this gives me that many points. However, this does fill up my Pokedex further, and as I said earlier, because I've evolved these 3 Munnas into Musharna, this then makes me not have a normal Munna, a shiny Munna, and a Mystic Munna anymore, so that when I find them on the maps when I go hunting at a later time, hey, I don't have them, and then I go catch them. Pokemart, Evolution, get 1 more Moonstone for Munna. There we go. Woof. And then at the end, I do usually check, have I gotten everything? Have I done everything I wanted? Regular, Mystic, Shiny, and Munna. I don't have any anymore. So we go back to the page that Munna was on, except I forgot what page that was, so I just need to go click. It was around like 38 or something. Was it here? Huh, it was actually 39. Okay, 39. Murkrow. Evolves via Desk Stone. Honchkrow. So this is page 39. Let's remember that. 39. Honchkrow. Dark, normal, metallic, mystic, shadow, shiny. Already have all of them. Murkrow. Don't have any doubles. If I have duplicates after I've already evolved everything, then usually I put it up for trade. Occasionally I'll put it up for sale, like on for auction on Pokebay. Normally I just put them up for trade. I have a lot of things for trade, by the way. So if you're looking for any Pokemon, like there's legendaries, unique legendaries among them as well. Please go to just check the trades on Alka 1 and N3, and you might just be able to find what you're looking for there. The only Pokemon I'm interested in is Pokemon I don't have yet, because as I said earlier, I'm trying to fill up my Pokedex. So the only Pokemon I will accept are Pokemon to fill up my Pokedex, unless of course if I have a normal Ivysaur up and you offer me like a shiny Mewtwo, then sure, I'll take it. Unless it's bolted, then not. But otherwise I suppose I'll take it because that has a lot more value and a lot higher chance I can trade it away. But usually I will only accept Pokemon that I don't have yet. If you're in the Vortex Discord, then you can use a command in the bot command channel, just exclamation mark missing space Alka 1 and N3. and you'll get an immediate list of all Pokemon at that moment that I don't have yet, that I'm still missing. And then you can see what I'm looking for. Alright, we're on page 39. We didn't need to evolve Miracle, so we go to the next page. Natu. We check Xatu first. We have a metallic and a normal. So the metallic and the normal we don't need to do anything with. The dark, the shadow, and the shiny we do. Let's check one more time to be sure. Metallic and normal we don't need. Metallic and normal we don't need. Metallic, normal, metallic, normal, metallic, normal. Copy this because I needed a few times. Metallic and normal we don't need. So dark, shadow, and shiny. Now we have two shinies, but that doesn't matter because if you evolve one of them into a Xatu, we still have the other one as a shiny Natu, so we don't need to catch any more shiny Natu for the Pokedex. So just put the dark Natu here. Skip the metallic because we already had that. Shadow. Skipping the shiny Furo, why that? Well, if you've watched my tutorial on how to get quick and easy EXP, if you haven't watched that and you're interested, please go watch that. It's a really good video. I'm pretty sure I've covered everything there is. Oops. I did it slightly wrong. I did that slightly wrong as well. Anyway. I cover pretty much everything there is, to my knowledge, everything there is about getting quick and easy XP, Pokemon with immunities, Pokemon without immunities, how you can help Pokemon of low levels, how you can train those, how you can, if you're already at level 100, still gain good and quick EXP. Many things like that. It's all in that video. Also, as you can see, I'm picking purposely the level 12 Natu. Yeah, like if the higher level one would already be able to evolve, I'd just take that. However, otherwise I would take the lower one. The training would take slightly longer, and this is only if it's a Pokemon with an immunity, which Natu has a good flying type. I would take Natu at the lower level. Training might take slightly longer, but then it'll actually end up in a higher level, so give me more EXP, and it would also give me more money once I finish that battle against the immunity trainer. Now, I still have two spots here, and generally I like to fill up my entire team except Firo, because Firo is usually one that assists in Pokemon without immunities to train them. For example, the Mudkip I had earlier. Definitely my highest EXP Pokemon at this point. Let's actually check what my highest EXP Pokemon is. Experience highest. Wow! Firo is way higher than any of the others. Nice, okay. Anyway, two spots left, so I'll just continue looking in the view all Pokemon. We were on page 40 because we passed 39. So we go to page 40, see if we can find two more Pokemon, and if those both have an immunity, and the third one would have an immunity as well, then we could just put Firo in the box for the moment and just take it back out when that's necessary. Nidoqueen. I only take the lowest stage Pokemon, Nidoran female. We have found a new lower stage Pokemon. So we check the Nidoqueen. Nidoqueen I just have the regular for. Nidorina. We have 3 Pokemon for that all can still evolve because as you could just see, Nidoqueen I just have normal. So for Nidorina I want to evolve all 3 of these, but I don't have any Moonstones anymore. So we go to Evo items, we go to Pokemart, and we go buy some more of them. Actually, I'll just buy 10 because I might just need more in the future. Normally I don't do this, but for the sake of getting this video done a bit quicker, I will, because I'm pretty sure that there's more Moonstone stuff to evolve, considering we're going to get Nidoking after this, probably. So that's you evolved. Otherwise, I would just do it easy, and then once these 3 are evolved, and I need another 2, I just buy another 2. Nidorina. Do that. You done. So far we have actually done very little battling. And sometimes that happens. Sometimes we do so many battles in a row, sometimes without immunity, sometimes there's a bunch of immunity battles in a row, but sometimes you have stone evolutions, such as Munna, such as Nidorina, such as Murkrow. That can happen sometimes if you use the order that I'm using it in which case I just have to deal with that, and it might get a bit boring. But then again, this might actually, here I'm actually switching screens and doing things a bit differently quite a few times, where if I'm just doing training, I'm just continuously pressing the same button every now and then. I'd switch to Pokemon around in my party and just continuously click the same button again. That actually gets more boring more quickly, in a sense. I'm actually gaining more points, which is a good thing for the seasonal top that I'm trying for. But this is actually less boring in a sense. So let's see, which one do we still need? We still need Shadow and Dark. Do we have a Shadow and a Dark? We have a Shadow and a Dark, which we will train for. And then after that, we can look at the rest and evolve those. But first, the Shadow and the Dark. None of them are at the level they can evolve at yet because they evolve at level 16. No, highest is 15. So Shadow and Dark, and again, we put into our team. That's the wrong button. Change team. Nidoran. Female. We put it in there instead of Metallic Mudstill because that one's already been trained. Another Nidoran female was Shadow? Yeah, pretty sure it's Shadow. I have Dark and Shadow now. I'm gonna check just to be safe because I don't remember 100% what I needed. Nido, Queen. Yeah, Dark and Shadow indeed. So what am I gonna do now? I want to train these Pokemon. All the Natu can train themselves because they have an immunity. So I'll just put Shiny Fearow here. I should put it here, it doesn't matter. I put it here because I need it for Nidoran. Anyway, let's go battling. Dark Natu, it is a flying type, therefore training a Veltal, the training account I usually use for other Pokemon as well, because Fearow makes use of that. I can go there, Dark Natu, against the Chestnut. Unfortunately, it doesn't have a great psychic flying move. Actually, I could use Store Power. How much does that do? Not that much, considering it has low base power on this. Anyway, Peck still does quite a lot of damage. It helps the Dark Natu's level 12, and the fact that it's dark. Especially level 5 not Dark Natu would take quite a long time. But if you have a level 5, or well, level 6, because since version 4, the lowest level you can catch a wild Pokemon on is level 6. Level 5s and 6s, if you train them against a team with just level 100 Pokemon, which is definitely possible if you have a Pokemon with an immunity, for example, a level 6 Natu, then that'll take you straight to level 100. So that's a bunch of EXP. That'll take the longest because obviously you'll deal the least amount of damage compared to all other possible Pokemon you can use against the teams. But then in the end, it does get you the most EXP. 25,000 EXP, 37,500 Poke. So good to modify the team, and that's already a level 62 Dark Natu, which is super nice. I don't expect me to use a Xatu or Dark Xatu at some point in the future, but I always just change the moves in case I do want to use it in the future. Shadow Natu is up next. As you can see, it's level 6 instead of the level 12 that our Dark Natu was earlier. Also, it's not dark, so it doesn't get that 25% attack boost. So this should do a lot less damage. 21 instead of the 54. So this is a few more clicks. However, as you'll be able to see, this one ended up in level 62. Watch this one be a lot higher. Actually, that one was level 12. This one is half the level, so it should gain double. Yeah, I'm calculating like I'd need to. This is level 6, and I just said level 6 take you to level 100. But if you have an exactly equal level of the Pokemon you're using compared to the Pokemon that you face, then you get 1 level. And in that comparison, you can do a calculation because my Natu now is half the level of the Natu I just used. Therefore, it should get double the EXP. The Natu from earlier went from level 12 to level 62. That's 50 levels. So 50 levels times 2 is 100 levels. So this Natu should gain 100 levels. So if it could go beyond level 100, it would probably be put into level 106. 50,000 EXP, which is exactly 100 levels. There we go. Level 100 for a Shadow Natu. Some good points gained there. There we go. Shiny Natu, you are up next. I'm gonna do this training, gonna do the Nidorans, and then finish off the other Nidorans as well, most likely, and that'll be this episode for today. I'm not gonna record every day. I'm definitely not doing that because one, I think that'd be too annoying for me, and two, school just wouldn't allow that. I currently have a week off, which is one of the reasons why I'm doing this series this month, is because I have some extra days to spend to play Pokemon Vortex on. I do want to like get finish that Pokedex, and making use of a week off to play it a bit more makes sense to me. I'm working on some other stuff as well, doing some schoolwork, but playing some extra games is a nice thing to do as well. Totally forgot the train of thought, like where I was with my thoughts. So yeah, I'm not gonna go every day. I will definitely be playing and training on days that I don't record as well. So I might just be busy like with the Natus, with the Nidorans now, and then suddenly the next time you see me, I might be working on I don't know, on Ponyta. I'm at the P of Ponyta. That is a possibility, and then I'll just tell you, hey, I'm here now. I did this training, and probably at the start and the end of an episode, what I'll probably do is, if this would load quicker. Anyway, I'll just tell you. But at the start and the end of the episode, I'll probably just go to my profile like this, show you the difference in points that I got, so you can compare the start and the end. I'll probably just put a thing on the screen like, hey, I gained this many points. However, the points that you get here, like the total points, isn't necessarily the points you got on for the seasonal top. There's a few things that either count only for here for these points, and only for the seasonal top, but that has to do with the Pokemon that you already have and which ones you don't. But most of the things do count for both. So we go here again. Now this Zatu that has evolved, which is nice. Loading quite slowly, so it must be either a lot of people on here or something else is taking a lot of my internet bandwidth. Discord is still on, but it's on Do Not Disturb. I probably should just switch Discord off, considering I'm not using it. Poof, Discord off. Hopefully that'll help. So, Nidoran, it's a poison type, doesn't have a type immunity. So how am I going to do that then? Well, that is what we have our Fearow for. In this case, we're just going to go to the Land of Lag. Unfortunately, it's lagging quite a lot, so if this keeps up, I might just end the episode a bit sooner, and hopefully it'll be fixed before I record the next one. Even though Training of Veltos showed up, it loaded earlier. Huh. Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna try for a little longer, but this is getting a bit annoying. My internet is still on. It's not that my internet is dead. Okay, training. Yveltal. Wait till it shows up. Okay, showed up. Battle. Yes. Let's go. Here we have the team that we just faced as well, because quite coincidentally the Natu is also flying type. So we just attack with Nidoran, have it in the first spot in the party, which most likely will take Nidoran out immediately, especially considering the Chestnut's only ground moves. Nidoran is weak to that, and it's level 5. It would be so nice if this Nidoran had an immunity, so I could give it so many XP, and it would give me so much money. And now we can just send in the Fearow and one-shot everything with Drill Peck. Fearow destroys all the chestnuts. Da, 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 da. It's gonna give me good EXP for Nidoran. Da, 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 da. And that's done. This is definitely not enough EXP to evolve Nidoran. So, like, obviously, because I'm not just using level 5 Pokemon, I'm also using level 100 alongside it, so it's going to gain a lot less EXP than it would on its own. Unfortunately, that's just how it has to happen. It's slower that way. So, where Pokemon like this Natu, depending on the level they start as, might go to level 60 or even level 100 before I evolve them, because they just get that in one battle, this Nidoran will take a few battles, one battle or a few battles, depending on like where it's at on its starting level, until I evolve it, and then I'm not going to train it further. Like this one might get to, let's say, level 19, and then I can evolve it as far as I want then, and then I just put that one to the side. That's done. Next Pokemon. It's the immunity ones that'll definitely give me the most levels, therefore the most EXP, which gives me points, and also the most money, which might give me a bit of points as well. Unfortunately, due to the lag, this is where I'm going to end this video off. I'll finish the Nidorans, like the female ones, and then the male ones I'll do off screen, and then a few other things most likely as well. We will go check our profile to see how much we gained. I didn't actually take a screenshot or anything like that at the start, so we'll just have to do a comparison and editing where we're at. I don't think we got that many points because we didn't actually do that much battling. We did quite a few just evolving. However, that might still count as a new Pokemon obtained, so that might still have given me a few points. I'm not actually sure on that because I know quite a bit of about the points as of what could give you points, but what gives you the most points, I'm not actually 100% sure. And it's because of that that I haven't made a tutorial video on it yet, because I just don't know enough about it. Wow, okay, we have this now. It's actually not responding. That's good. That's okay. Let's refresh the page, see if that does anything. And if not, well, I'll just have to see you in the next episode, because this isn't working, unfortunately. Hopefully, episode 2 will go a bit better with quite a lot more battling and a lot less lag. Okay, let's try that again. We are now about 5 minutes after I ended the previous clip, so supposedly it's like gone, the lag. So let's see. Can we load pages quickly? This one loads. This one loads. Let's keep trying. Let's actually finish the episode the way I intended. So we battle, we attack, things load a lot quicker. Yes, this is what I'd like to see, because especially if you have to go through a lot of battles, which definitely happens if you're trying to train a Pokemon that doesn't have an immunity, this could take a while. And that is especially the case with Pokemon that don't have an immunity that evolve at really high levels. Larvesta. Was it? When was it evolved? Level 59? Oh, hey, Nidoran's already level 16. That is good, because then it can evolve. Woof. And then it can evolve further. Nidoqueen. There we go. That one gone. This Nidoran would only need one battle, considering it's already almost there. That was all I needed for that. That one gone. And evolve you further. So that should be all of the Nidoqueens I'm able to get. Dark, Metallic, Mystic, Normal, Shadow, Shiny, all of the Nidoqueens. I don't have any Nidorinas though. And if I recall correctly, I do have some Nidoran females remaining. So any that I don't have duplicates of here, well, I have a duplicate of normal, so I'll keep one of the normals. But this shiny, this normal, considering it's a higher level and it doesn't have an immunity, and this metallic are going to also be trained now to just Nidorina. Because then I have Nidorinas that I don't have at the moment. Change team. Metallic. The higher level normal. And the shiny. This is an important part because now I have to remember not to evolve them to Nidoqueen, especially considering now I now have Moonstones. I need to make sure, okay, don't evolve them to Nidoqueen. So generally in moments like this, I would not go find other Pokemon. I'd first, which will likely be Nidoran male. So I just battle with these first. and then go get other Pokemon, because otherwise I might be thinking, oh, this one's a Nidoqueen, then those Nidoking, and then okay, then I'm done. And then I realize, oh, I have 3 duplicate Nidoqueens now, and I don't have any Nidorinas. Huh. And sure, I could still catch some new Nidorans and train them, but then that's more time I'd have to do in hunting. There's some Pokemon that I just have to hunt for, some I might be able to get via trading. But as far as I have them already, I would like to just battle and train them and evolve them into exactly what I want and not waste any. Because for purely completing the Pokedex, I don't want to waste anything. Because it does seem like a waste if I get a duplicate by accident. For example, if I evolve this Metallic Nidoran female all the way up to a Metallic Nidoqueen, then that's a waste of a Pokemon. Sure, I still have some EXP, I guess, and some money from it, but for my main goal, which is to fill the Pokedex, it's not that bad. It gives me a tiny bit more points for that seasonal top, but I can do that with other Pokemon as well. Okay, so Nidoran, evolve to Nidorina, that one's done. Put that to the back. You, Nidoran female, training a Veltal, and obviously one because I want this Nidoran at the front now, but this Nidorina is now behind the Furo, behind evolved Pokemon. And if a Pokemon that isn't fully evolved, for me anyway, the way I do it, is behind a fully evolved Pokemon in my team order, in this case the Zatu and the Nidoqueen, that means that Pokemon is done, and I don't have any doubts that I might have to... Oops. I don't have any doubt that I might still have to train it, because that's just the way that helps me remember. So would these have been immunity Pokemon, then I just have put Furo behind them because they can do it on their own, and then everything behind Furo is already done. But unfortunately, I cannot do that due to the fact that Nidoran don't have any type immunities. So I just have to do a bit more on memory. Poison Sting, Drillipek. Taking out the chestnuts. A bunch of chestnuts are taken out for this video. Chestnuts were definitely harmed in the making of this video, although they were only cyber chestnuts and they are not actually real. I did not capture them and force them to be in tiny balls and fight them for my amusement and my money. That Nidorina to the back. We just have this shiny one remaining. Let's go. Furo just needs to take out 6 chestnut, and then we should have our next Nidorina as well. Boom. Boom. One more. That's just over 5 levels, that's what we need. Nidoran. Evolve. Shiny Nidorina. There we go, so those are all evolved. We just do another check. Do we have everything? We have one of all of the Nidoqueens. Nidorina, we have Metallic, Normal, and Shiny. And for Nidoran Female, the Normal, which we already have a Nidorina and Nidoqueen of, so we don't have to evolve this one further. Let's check our profile. And then on the screen right now is the points difference between then at the start of this episode and now. We're close to the 700,000, which I'm pretty excited by. That'll be cool to reach that. It'll probably be somewhere in this series, considering what I'm doing. There's a difference on the screen right now. Have we reached seasonal top 100? Probably not. Doesn't seem like it, or maybe it hasn't updated. I don't know, because I don't know how many points I got, but I didn't battle too much, and especially not with immunity, so I didn't gain that much EXP. But off screen, with more training, and in later episodes, you'll definitely be seeing me get a lot more EXP, a lot more points, and the goal is to get to that seasonal top, to get to that top 100, and earn myself a special kind of Porygon. I'll see you all in the next episode. Goodbye.